All right. Welcome, race fans, here to a Tuesday night truck racing here with NASCAR Outlaw League as they take on Atlanta here again tonight for round number 2 here in the truck series that they got going on here. And we'll see who can dominate tonight's race here, the tricky track of one of the most tough tracks that you're going to have out in the NASCAR circuit, man. If you ask me, this is a tough track to race on, but we definitely going to see what these guys can do here in the in the trucks, as we seen them in the ARCA cars yesterday, and man, what an ending we had in that race. But tonight, again, they're going to be taking on the trucks, we're going to see how this all plays out. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in out there tonight, and I'm happy to bring up Zach Hall, as he's going to be joining me here in the booth tonight here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So how you doing, Zach?
Oh, doing good, Robert. Glad to be back here again tonight for some Truck Series action at the wonderful Atlanta Motor Speedway, as you said. And yeah, it should be pretty interesting little race here tonight we got going on.
Yes, most definitely. We seen some exciting finish yesterday in the ARCA cars here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So I wonder what we're going to see here tonight with these guys taking on Atlanta in the trucks. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. But I definitely know we can talk to you about the trucks there, Zach, because you were doing Road to Pro there with Brian Johnson, and you know a little bit of detail about these trucks here at Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely done a lot of setup work for these things. That's kind of my job, is to get it tuned in for Brian there to go run as good as he can in those really tough races there in Road to Pro, and make that top 20, which we're unfortunately not able to do this season, as we're right on the cusp. But yeah, back to the trucks, man. You know, it's definitely interesting. I haven't really drove a fixed setup on a truck in a long time, actually. So I don't know really what to expect. I know from just past experience, you know, with our setups that we build, usually the truck would swing tight for a little bit, and then you would start to free up from there about 10-15 laps in. We might see that here tonight, but at the same time, if you know the setup has the Road to Pro setups are so different than the fixed setups. We're running such different camber, you know, everything, the shocks and everything are all completely different in these trucks, so with, you know, completely different fixed setup. So a little bit different, but I can tell you one thing that's going to be really key tonight is the draft. Actually, you're going to see the draft actually play a pretty big factor into this race. These trucks really draft pretty crazy right now, especially with the updates we've got with it. As right now, it looks like Landon Lacey's on the top of the board with a 30.77, and you see some guys ran 60s, 30.60 was the fastest in practice, and that I can equate just to being in draft. So you're not going to see, I don't think, anybody dropping to the 60s here in qualifying. You're probably going to see most of them staying through the 7s. As right now, Landon Lacey on top of the board with a great time. So watching that bleed to 21.
He's tough. Do you have, this is round number 2 here for these guys here, so do you have the top 12? As we got 18 drivers here, so 4 will be going home tonight. So what are we looking at? Do we have everybody in the top 12 here tonight, or do we already got a vehicle that's not going to make it to the next round?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to figure out here, but let's go through our top 12 playoff drivers, 4 which will go home, unfortunately, after tonight's race. At the 1 slot, you got Paul Henley. 2nd is Tyler Geck. 3rd is Gecky. Okay, sorry about that, Tyler.
I think it's Gecky.
Okay. John Gallagher is 3rd. Joaquin Meza. Kyle Spees. Brent Hunsucker. Preston Michael. Shane Ledoux. Chris Malcolm. DJ Allen. Ruben Phillips, and Shane Tierney. So let's see here if I can pull this to the side, that way I can read it.
I think they're all here.
Let's see. So we got Ruben, of course. We have Paul. We have Chris Malcolm, Joaquin Meza, Shane Ledoux, Preston Michael, DJ Allen, Kyle Spees, Tyler, Brent, Shane, You also got John Gallagher, so yeah, that'd be one. Yes, we do. We have all 12 of them here, Robert. You're correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. Oh,
Definitely.
All right, well, I got
we'll
the starting grid. Yep, got the starting grid up here, ready to rock and roll.
All right, yeah, starting grid here tonight for the eNASCAR Outlaw League at Atlanta Motor Speedways in the Truck Series here. We got Landon Lacey starting on the pole with second beside him is John Gallagher. Third is Amy Catalano. Fourth is Robert Babcock. Fifth, Joey Doucette, our second place finisher last night. Sixth is Jeff Vickery. Seventh is Shane Tierney. Eighth is Sean Donald. Ninth is Brent Hunsucker. 10th is Tyler Gecke. 11th is Kyle Speeds. Wow, I cannot get my words right now. 12th is DJ Allen. 13th is Preston Michael. 14th is Shane Ledoux. 15th is Joaquin Meza. 16th is Chris Malcolm. 17th, Paul Henley. And 18th, round out your field, is Ruben Phelps. So we got all 12 playoff drivers here tonight. 4 of them will be going home. We'll have to monitor that battle as we stay tuned with that. So let's see how that plays out here.
That is correct. All right. Okay, we're all set up. Just real quick before we go back green tonight, we're going to be testing out Facebook again on Freaky Fast side of things, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hopefully don't get no drop frames and hopefully the internet corrected itself. But we are live on Facebook and YouTube here tonight. If you're interested in watching on YouTube at 1440p, just head on over to Freaky Fast Broadcasting on YouTube side and crank up the details and watch it in high quality. If you're on the Facebook side, that is fine too. Stick around there. It's at 1080p, so you'll be able to watch it in nice quality there on Facebook. But all right, Zach, here we go. We are green, and man, we had a couple cars, well, trucks, slipping and sliding on the start already.
Yeah, interesting to see that already as they go down to 1. You got Landon Lacey with John Gallagher still trying to follow on the outside. You'll have Amy in the 43 trying to follow through there as we come off of turn 2 down the back straightaway early. Amy's actually going to get to the inside here in that 43. Try to take this lead early in this truck race.
We got
already see
2 iRacing trucks out there.
Yeah.
That's one way to sponsor it, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. That's one way to do it. As Anthony's out front leading, Landon Lacey, John Gallagher, Joey Doucette, Robert Babcock, your top 5 as they all get single file pretty much out here. It's got 1 car down low. I believe that is actually Shane, the 19 machine. They're running on the inside of the 2 of Brent Hunsucker. Early on here, definitely some drafting going on. Even up front now, back again, we got E35. Landon Lacey starting to put a little pressure on Amy there. The draft is really, really powerful in these trucks. From what the last few races we did Bird Pro, you could pretty much never get away. Especially Texas, we ran a Texas race with that package, and you just literally just. You know, yeah, you did have some fall off at some point, but the top 5 or 6 trucks were just all nose to tail, glued to each other the whole tire. So I'm see how much tires play a factor here and to see if anybody can get away.
Well, that's going to be the factor here tonight, everybody out there. It's going to be who saves the tires and who doesn't, because like Zach was just saying, you can't get away from nobody. As you can see, this front pack of 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks, they're just all over each other, and you can see it all the way back to, looks like Shane back there in the 11, maybe Jeffrey. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back to the pack here and see. Yeah, no, it looks like actually Tyler in the 16 there. So you see the top 8 are actually all over each other there, Zach. So again, It comes back to ride your draft, save your tires, and the guy that can do that the best is gonna win this race. And hopefully we don't have no yellows. Now these truck races here at eNASCAR Outlaw League trend to not have a lot of yellows. It's a long green flag run. It's all about saving tires. It's way different than what we see in the ARCAs and what we seen last night for some awful god reason, but I'm not complaining, and I know the drivers are not complaining because it becomes down to strategy racing. So when do you pit? When do you take your fuel? When do you take your tires? Do you take your tires? How long do you save? I mean, there's just so much going on in that cockpit that people think they're just out here running a game and going around in circles. The minute that green flag drops is the minute their head has to start thinking about, okay, this is my strategy. If a yellow comes out at this time, this is what I'm going to do or what I'm not going to do. You know what I mean there, bud?
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, the top 8 really all over top each other, just positions changing back and forth. You're looking at the 11 there on the inside of Tyler. So Sean and Tyler battling off of forward. But yeah, you can't. It's early in the run. It's almost impossible to get away from each other.
As the crowd screams and yays. Woo! It's the same crowd from yesterday. I see dead people.
Oh no!
Oh man. Hey Rodney, thanks for tuning in. On Facebook, it's good to see the people start rolling back in on Facebook. Hopefully everything looks good over there and also on YouTube. So I did one thing though there, Zach, I missed the fans over there on Facebook the past week. Missed talking to everybody that hangs out on our Facebook side of things. So, but it's good to see, hopefully, knock on wood, the internet be's nice to us tonight.
That is for sure. We always want to be nice to us. As up front, the 43 and the 35 continue their battle. iRacing trucks, the Chevrolet and the Toyota iRacing trucks, almost the opposite first paint schemes. Just going at it, man.
I was going to say that 3, he's fat. He's trying to figure out, okay, where do I go? Where do I pass? How do I pass? Do I just ride here? Do I, you know, in that good wrench Chevrolet, man, he's trying to figure it out.
That he is trying to get his way through here as Amy Catalano and Landon Lacey continue to battle. As I think Amy's going to clear here a little bit, but will the 3 have a run on the bottom? He's the 43 slides on the racetrack a little bit.
Now, what line do you recommend racing? Do you think the line's going to change? You stay down here on the low line? Do you think that top line's going to eventually build some rubber and tune in that you can get the run of like Kyle Kane used to do, coming out of 1 and 2? You know, you get that big run coming out of the top side and you keep the momentum up like the 35 is trying to do right now?
Yeah, you know, this has definitely been, ever since, for at least a while now, it's been a pretty much dominant bottom groove track. But with this draft, the way that is, that outside line comes into a little bit more of a factor due to these trucks mostly being almost wide open around here in this place for a while, I believe. And you know, it's definitely it's not as bad as I'd say the Cup car or the B car would be. As you really want to be right on that white line. As you can see, the 43 even washing on the racetrack. There's just so much more grip right down where that 3 car's at, or the 3 truck. And you're going to see he's going to get a pretty nice run actually on the 43 here. But yeah, it's really been a dominant bottom track. You know, it's been a couple years since we've really been able to go up against that wall and get that huge run off of 1 and 2. 1 and 2's always been like a corner that, you know, was possible, but it's just not anymore. So unfortunately, you're going to see the bottom be the dominant line. But that outside line is hanging in there pretty good. The only thing I worry about the outside line is you seem to burn your tires off the more you're up there. And you can see the 43 trying to hold off this 3. Yeah, you know, this package with the V7 tire, this tire loves to be right in the rubber. So if you can lay some rubber down up there, yeah, it's not as bad. But the factor is that most of the people are going to be running the bottom. Right. So if most people are running the bottom, that's where most of the rubber's going to be. That's where your car is going to want to be. And you know, whatever this V7 tire does, it does not like being up out of the groove. It seems like if you're out of the groove, and you can see the 43 just completely knock the wall down up out of the groove. Yep. And
Amy got out of the groove, and it just shot that thing straight to the wall.
And it is all the way back now. It's going to fall completely back here, I believe, past into the 9th position. Actually, into the 10th position.
He's gonna wreck it. He's gonna wreck it. Yeah, I seen
That's
that
gonna be a
coming.
caution.
Yep. Watched it live. That thing was just wicked. Yeah. And I think that all came down to, Zach, is that once you get these tires overheated, it's like driving on ice, and you got to get them cooled back down to let them basically gather grip. You know, the tires got angry, and that's a proven fact right there. The damage, and then it just totally lost it, as we got a Los Angeles Rams vehicle out there. What in the world? Yeah, check that out.
That's pretty cool.
That's I like the Rams. Rams ain't bad. I'm a Steelers fan, but I'll give a shout out to the Rams. I'm not that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
That's Joaquin there. So he's one of the playoff drivers there in the LA Rams machine. But
now
back to the front.
Pit stop.
These guys pit. Yeah. And the thing is, you know, they only got they have 4 sets of tires here tonight. So
okay.
They do have 3 in the pits here, and 60% fuel load though. So it's gonna be an interesting strategy these guys play. They went 16 laps. I wonder who plays the strategy of just taking fuel.
Guess we'll find. Oh, the 3 almost overshot his pit stall. I think he overshot. No, they still serve. No, okay. He just takes gas. There's
fuel. Yep. Same with Landon Lacey. I think that's the correct call. You know, you don't no reason to go ahead and waste a set after only 16 laps of this race. You know, you'd have still over 100 laps left.
Right.
And that's just my opinion, being a little bit wasteful. Now, if you're a guy farther back and you can take tires now and get some track position, and then maybe it does stay green, it plays into your hand. But I think as a leader, you kind of just think about, all right, save my sets of tires. That's what you see happen.
How's that shot look there, ladies and gentlemen? Something I was just playing around with, and it happened to work. Flying high, scrolling around, hear the fans. Man, they
packed house here in Atlanta.
I said they pack house here, man. Even the coronavirus, who cares? They're all packing house.
Yeah, no social distancing on virtual Atlanta Speedway.
Now, I wonder if iRacing has anything in there with the fans that have a face mask on. I bet you 10
That'd be a funny addition.
I bet if you look, they probably do. I wouldn't be surprised, because every track has Dale Jr. in it.
Yeah, it has Dale Jr., Steve Myers in every single track.
Every single one. You just got to hunt them out.
Somewhere in there, Dale Jr.'s in there somewhere. We'll find you, Dale.
Okay, you go looking, because I'm not.
We'd be here all night.
I'm just listening
We'd
to
be
the
here
fans
forever.
cheer.
That is one cool thing. And it seems like it changes, too. I'm not going to lie. Like, when it gets, like, crazy out there, it seems like they cheer like we're...
I thought they added birds and all that stuff. I haven't heard birds or anything like that. Is it just the fans?
You know, I don't. Maybe these tracks, like the ovals, you would hear. Maybe at like a road course or something.
That's true.
Where it's more spread out. But yeah, I haven't heard the birds yet. I did hear. I think I know what that baby crying was.
I was going to say, what is it now? I think it's someone
blowing a horn.
A horn? Oh.
Like out there, like one of those like things you blow out in the crowd. I don't know,
blowhorn or whatever.
Yeah. One of those. That's what it sounded like.
Oh.
These trucks go full, or face cars go full in here. Green. Oh, look at the wheels before the 3!
Cold tires, wrong gear. He started in second when he should have started in third.
Yeah, that's just being a little greedy on the gas pedal there. Everybody else gets away pretty nicely. It's in 35, Landon Lacey now into the lead with Kyle Speeds behind Jeff Vickery in third. Big mistake for Joey Doucette, and I believe he is not a playoff driver, so it doesn't hurt a playoff outcome for him, but it definitely doesn't help his confidence, because that's a big problem to have early in this race. You see Kyle Speeds did take the lead from that 35 of Landon Lacey. Behind them, we got Jeff Vickery trying to hold off Sean Donald and Ruben Phelps. Ruben Phelps started 18th up to 5th. Seeing his charge through the field for that number 10 as he's a playoff driver.
Oh yeah, he's a fast driver. Multiple wins in the trucks, and this is the only night that he runs. He only runs the trucks here, but he has shown some dominance. He's been very, very, very fast week in and week out. His mom tunes in, watches him on either Facebook or YouTube, not sure which one. So hello, Mom, how you doing? Hit us up in chat, say hi. As your son up here is, like Zach saying, he's up to 4th position, up 14 positions. And right now, he's all over Jeffrey in that 21.
That he is. Says he'll go to the inside here now, too. So, try to take that 3rd position away from the Jeffrey. See if Ruben Phelps can continue his charge through the field here tonight at Atlanta, Michigan.
Ruben from Australia.
Heck yeah. Land down under.
Love it. I love talking to him. I love having interviews with him. It's so cool.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's definitely one of my favorite accents out there for sure. The Australian accent. It's definitely nice. I enjoy it. So I race with a few Australian guys and play some Call of Duty with some Australian guys. And,
oh yeah?
man, it's always fun. It's always fun to talk to them.
I didn't know you played Call of Duty with Australian guys. That's cool.
Yeah, it's actually Cedric Hunter's friends. So his 2 buddies, I met them, and they're two guys from Australia, and they're pretty cool little dudes. So
yeah, well, we are working on getting somebody to join us in the booth here at Freaking Fast from Australia. So.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be sweet music to all the viewers here.
Yep. That's the new guy that joined our Discord, and in discussion with him, and he's looking at coming up and joining us in the booth as Zach barks at something. Zach hits the mute button quick and says, "Oh my God, dog!" Back to the race here while he takes care of his dog. Yeah, Kyle's up here, definitely showing the way right now. Even though he's got Landon all over him there in that 35. He's trying to work him, but I think they're going to just play follow the leader right now.
I think they're good. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. I have a dog that barks too. Everybody knows.
Oh, behind there, Jeff Vickery almost gets doored. I believe that was the 11 of Sean Donald back here. And look at this battle of John Gallagher, Tyler in the 16. You got that 2-car of Brent there, or 2-truck of Brent. With also the 29 Paul Henley coming into the picture. So, good little group of trucks here.
Yeah, all over each other. They can't get away.
That's for sure. Paul Henley's starting to make his charge up to the field too. Fastest man in practice, started 17th. He's going to move himself now up into that 7th position, so 10 positions for him up. Look at Landon Lacey actually started to close the gap a little bit here in the 36 of Kyle Spees.
Whoa!
Oh! 16, little contact. Oh, let's go see the 16 round into Paul.
Oh no!
Henley. I think that's not going to bring a caution out though.
No, I think he's far enough off the track.
Yeah.
And he is. It's not going to bring unless an administrator throws a yellow, and it doesn't look like they're going to. The race steward says no, keep it green, and now look at him struggling. You heat these tires up. This thing don't want to go.
Yeah, you got to be very easy getting back on that gas, and that was a little bit of a chain reaction there between him, the 50, and I believe 2. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for the 16, one of our playoff contenders here tonight. So he'll have to recover. I don't think he hit anything though, so he did a good job of that. So he'll just have to get back in the groove here and hopefully catch himself a caution. You never know.
Yeah, if anything, he's got cosmetic damage there. You can see it on the left side. It's just a little bit of metal damage there. Just a little bit, but not much. Yeah, you can see through the hood there.
Yeah, definitely a little bit, yeah. Yeah, a little damage to that left front. Not terrible though. Could have been a lot worse. It usually go to the inside wall, you know, be a lot worse.
And
So we're along with him now.
See, he's not struggling. You gotta back up to speed. Looks like, but man, oh man, oh, pushing hard.
Yeah, I wonder these trucks are pretty free, and this I'll give you a good clue right there looking at them on board. And it does look they're a little bit free come off the corner, and I like to call this. It's probably a tight loose condition. You get tight entry center. You got to put more wheel in to make a turn, and then that's when that rear end starts to lose grip and snaps around on you.
Yeah, if I with Landon, you can see the difference on him exiting. Let's watch what he does here exiting too, compared to what Tyler was doing. So much different. The thing wasn't pushing. It's like once you lose the nose on these vehicles, it doesn't turn. It just slides. No lateral grip. Ugh. I spit it out.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that, Robert. It's interesting to see also the little bit different line there from Landon Lacey and Cowsby's.
Way to go, Zach. You messed it all up.
What'd I do?
He's not from Australia. He's from New Zealand.
Oh,
well.
Robert, what are you doing, Robert?
No, Zach's fault. He told me. I should have known that by the flag on his my background here. I'm sorry, Ruben. Got it wrong. Hey, I still like New Zealand, man. I mean, out of country, the U.S., yeah. I'm with it, man. I love listening to the accent.
Definitely.
Don't matter where you're from, actually. Unless you speak Russia, then forget it.
You speak vodka.
Yeah, I don't understand Russia, so I apologize. I never went to school for that stuff. Did you do anything when you went to school? Did you learn any other language?
Yeah, I used to be pretty good at Spanish.
Okay.
But just doing not speaking it a bunch anymore.
Kind of
took 4 years of Spanish, so
okay.
It definitely was. At one point, I definitely could speak it pretty well. Wasn't fluent,
right.
But definitely could speak it pretty well. But now, I know, words. Like if someone said something to me, I could probably decipher what they're saying. But it's still, not. I haven't spoken in such a long time that I would be afraid to even try to speak Spanish. I would sound dumb. So, but yeah, I've always wanted to actually that's always something I've always dreamed of having, is be able to speak multiple languages. So hopefully one day I'll get back to that and relearn Spanish again a little bit. And I actually wanted to learn French, stuff like that. So
that's funny because that's what I went in class.
Yeah,
French.
Yeah,
and I did 4 years.
That's what we had choice of. Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the same as you now. As we have a caution here, but I'm the same as you, Zach. I could decipher things, but I wouldn't know.
Right. Looks like it's the 43 again, Robert, of Amy.
I'm not seeing it. Okay, I am triggered here. Let's go back and see what happens to the 43 of Amy here. We watch on the replay here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Don't forget to hit that like and share button there on Facebook. Share it to your friends and family. If you haven't did it yet, don't forget to hit that bell button on Freaky Fast as we watch you see up into the wall and whoa, hang on to it. Oh, and hard into the inside wall. And now back on the outside wall. And that truck
Joaquin Meza, he needs to be saying thank you to the racing gods because he got very the 43 got very close to just clipping his rear end when he came off the wall and sending him head first into the wall. So
he almost got punted.
Yeah.
On fourth down.
He on fourth down. I get it now. But we got all the leaders coming down here on lap 36. I think you're going to see some tire changes at this point, possibly. If not, I still almost agree with not changing tires too. I know that sounds crazy, but Kyle Speeds, yes, he does jack up his right sides.
What's Landon doing that 35?
Landon Lacey also.
Yeah. Left sides are going up. We got John, he's coming in that 50. Left sides are coming up. Right sides for Landon.
Ruben too?
Yeah.
Everybody taking 4 tires.
4 tires and fuel. Yeah, burrs. We got Brandon Colley that joined us in the booth last night. He says, on Facebook tonight. And with a smile. He's all happy. Don't
We'll
forget
do
to hit
that.
that thumbs up, everybody. Give us reactions.
That's for sure.
Show some hearts. Let's see some thumbs up. Let's see the Care Bear. Even though he's not with us, we can find something to give Zach. I don't know. Give him a smiley face with the big mouth wide open. There we go.
Definitely.
I'll give you that. Give you a love. Give you this. Give you that. Give you that. There you go. All right. Woohoo!
Well, everything just changed up now. So the picture, this is pretty much the way I'm looking at it right here, Robert. These guys are going to be doing 30-lap stints most likely, because we put it here lap 37.
Okay.
Now we know they can go to at least 60. So that gives, with the 4 sets of tires, they had their first tire change tonight on that last stop. So that gives them 2 sets of tires left in the pit, so they can pit at lap 60 and 90, and then from 90 you can do the last 30 laps.
Right,
120.
and that's funny that you said that, because I talked to Chris, the league owner, and they based their tires off of 30 lap stints.
Yep. So yeah, you're going to definitely
right
see that.
Yeah, and that's
Definitely
what they base everything off. Like tomorrow night, we'll be with the Cup guys here at Atlanta, round 2 here for their playoffs in the Cup Series, and they're gonna it's a little longer race, but they base it all. I think they're basing it off like 30-40 laps on tires. So that gives us a little bit of data, not much, but it gives us something.
Definitely gives us something to look at. And it'll still be interesting because, like I said, they went a little farther than lap 30. So you might see some guys try to stretch it here and go farther, as far as they can on fuel, and then pit there. And then you never know if you can catch a caution at the right time. You'll have a little fresher for the next run. And, with tire limits, there's always a strategy that could play out better. So we'll see how that works out for who plays which card the way they want. But under I believe our second yellow of the night, and actually this is it second. I'm confused now.
Second.
Okay. I knew that. I thought I knew that, but I was like, sometimes you get doubts in your brain, and you're just like, maybe not. But definitely our second caution of the night here, and these guys will get them re-racked back up, and I'm interested to see Ruben here. He had to drive from 18th to 3rd. Also, Paul had to drive from 17th to 4th. So I'm interested to see those two restart behind Landon and Kyle, because they had to kind of drive through the field to get where they were. Now they're on equal tires. I expect to see that 10 and that 29 put maybe some pressure on this 35 and 36. So got some interesting situations here when we go back to green.
Alrighty.
Golly. Looks like these guys get them all stacked up here. We'll get this pace car off of this racing surface, and then we're going to go back green flag racing as we got the West Virginia truck leading this field. Pace car takes that hard left turn, and we'll get it ready here as the green flag is out. Barney waves his arm till it falls off, and we're off. And they're wrecking behind in the back of the pack here.
Oh no.
That's not going to bring out a yellow though. That's going to be Robert Babcock and Sean Donald.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, it actually is. Yeah. Now we get an admin yellow. So yeah, interesting.
Robert's blinking. Let's see if we can go back here on the replay. Oh, looks like we gotta go back a little farther. Oh, looks like it was on the start here, Zach.
Yeah, that it was. I believe just
cold tires.
Yeah, wheel spin.
Again, wrong gear maybe?
Yeah, you can definitely start in 3rd gear. But you just gotta, starting in 2nd gear should be very possible. It's just you gotta modulate that throttle. It's not, it's not just throw the gas down and go, because, this track is very, very abrasive, and it doesn't have a lot of grip. It's very, what I would say, the surface is almost like there's like pebbles and little rocks and stuff. It's not a flat surface, if you get what I'm saying. It's pretty much like sandpaper. And so these tires do not have a great amount of surface area, flatly put on that track. And you have that, you're not going to have a lot of grip. And you see guys just getting a little too aggressive maybe on the throttle and lightening their tires up, because It's very easy to do though, especially on cold tires and older tires. So, got to be careful on them restarts. And it looks like, I believe the 43 here is up front of the field, but Amy will get the wave around in the 43. And yeah, this right here just shook it up even more because we get some caution laps. This guy's gonna save some fuel, save some tires. It's gonna push it even farther. So we'll see what happens. I was actually have Joey Doucette. Remember, he was the leader in that 3 truck, and he had the major issue under the restart. He's going to get his lap back here as he's the lucky dog. So Joey back on the lead lap, putting himself back in 17th on that lead lap. So we have 17 trucks now on the lead lap, 1 truck 2 laps down.
Yeah, that's a non-playoff driver, so.
Yeah, and also, yeah, 2 non-playoff drivers.
So what we're looking at in the playoffs right now on lap 42 120, 4 drivers would go home. Who would be the 4?
I believe Chris Malcolm and Tyler Getka.
That's only 2. We need 2 more.
Oh, that's right. Because Joaquin Meza and is Robert Babcock? No. Shane Ledoux, I believe. So, and John Gallagher right on the edge. Same with Shane Tierney, DJ Allen, Preston Michael.
I think it's going to come down to who makes the next round of the playoff there, Zach. It's going to be the cars that back from 10th on back. That's where that's where we're going to have to pay attention to the battling when it gets down to the nitty-gritty here.
That's for sure. It's going to come down to maybe a late race restart we seen last night.
Yeah.
Never count yourself out. Never count yourself out.
No one's seen that. Go back on Freaky Fast Broadcasting on YouTube. We weren't live on Facebook. But go back on the YouTube and just, watch the race or watch the second half of the race. And wow. We were all up in the booth lost. We were so confused we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that was, I went back and actually watched it.
That's good. It's good to see the numbers too here, Zach. Sorry, I didn't mean to change subject on you, but got 10 people viewing on Facebook. That's awesome. Again, don't forget get the algorithms up here on Facebook. We need the shares and the likes and the follows. That's the only way it's going to make the league bigger and help us out here on Freaky Fast. As Facebook is all about algorithms. That's all it's about. So, you want to get your driver out there, get them well known here. You got to help us.
It's the word of the night. Algorithms.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's just, that's the way Facebook rolls. Look at the rubber building up on turn 1 there, too.
Yeah, that's one thing that we have been seeing a lot lately. It's just rubber building up a lot. So, definitely some rubber building up there. We've had guys running really all over the racetrack. Normally you tend to see that rubber build up in one spot because that's where everybody runs this single groove. Mm-hmm. But these guys have kind of been spread out a little bit off the bottom a little bit. That's even what I see Kyle Speeds was leading. He wasn't exactly on the white line. He's about a car to a half car up, which is right on that right seam there that goes through the track. So definitely, differing lines. I'm kind of impressed to see that, and hopefully that's a good sign for the future of iRacing. Wow, that pace car takes a hard left there, Robert. Now we're going to have a green flag come back out. Barney's going to wave his arm till it falls off. We're going to get this thing back under green as Kyle Speeds leads us down into turn 1 with Landon Lacey in that second position on the outside, and Ruben Phelps trying to make his way up.
Oh, got to look, new tires. Oh, we're going to see 3 wide. Nope, well. Ruben said, I was thinking about it, but he decided to fall back behind that 35 to Landon.
Yeah, Ruben was definitely looking there, and he was like, I think he reconsidered it and said, this wasn't the best decision this early in the race. And it's a smart driver there to be able to back out a situation like that and not cause issues. So, yeah, good stuff there as Landon Lacey takes the lead. Oh, we got a big wreck, actually.
Whoa, hang on to, whoa. Wow. Shane, Chris, DJ Allen was involved on lap 46.
Started with the 19 at Shane, Robert.
Let's see what happens here on the replay, ladies and gentlemen. There was trucks all over the place. Takes down
there was carnage.
3 and 4. Looking pretty good right now. Coming out of 4. John's getting a huge run coming down the front stretch here to go into 1. Oh, he hit the wall. Oh, and the 37 came up, and then that just caused a chain reaction there, Zach.
Yep.
As DJ Allen had nowhere to go. Look at this. He's head on into the wall. Ah, hard hit. And
definitely.
Where is... Watch this. Oh, the 16. Oh, well, he just went right through. Where is... I gotta find him. Oh, right here. Look at the 3. Joey, man, he has front end damage, but we just missed it. If I would rewind it, he was left, right, up, down, left, right. He was all over the place. He didn't know where to go.
Yeah, that was very interesting there. So good job on the 3 there to miss that though. And definitely collected a few playoff drivers, as they do have a fast fix.
Yep.
But don't want to be using that here too early, and you want to have that always in your back pocket for those playoff shot chances.
Well, yeah, because we're not even halfway of the race yet, and you got to use your fast repair. You're running out, you know, hopefully some of these guys are not putting on a new set of tires. Even though spinning out and wrecking like that is recommended, put new tires on, because you just killed your tires by spinning around and flat spotting them and really not helping them out at all.
Yeah, that's one thing that drivers are lucky that we do not have in iRacing yet is flat spots. Because if you spun like that, you would immediately have to change tires. There would be no way around it. You know, you would just you'd square off the tire. It'd probably break your wheel. Right. As much vibration as you would get. You know, and it's just a thing. I'm sure it'll be coming at some point. I know it's probably hard to simulate. I can't think of really any game. Maybe R Factor having flat spots. That's maybe the only one, I think. I'm not even sure about that.
Yeah, from what I heard, I think they got it, but I don't know.
It's just a hard thing to, I think, simulate for the sim. But yeah, really the big issue they're going to do is they're going to take tread wear. They're going to take the tread off the tire, and they're going to heat it up. But these caution laps do help that. You know,
right.
Running around here slow is going to completely, dramatically bring that tire temp back down. So spinning is going to hurt the wear. Definitely going to take some tire life out of it. But if you can get them tire temps back under control and do a good job after you get back going of not overheating it and abusing it, then you should be all right.
Well, if I was driving and I spun it, I would make sure on this next restart I'd start in 3rd gear, not 2nd.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, we've seen with new tires what happens. Can you imagine having them, you know, ripped up a little bit and then trying to start in 2nd gear? You're just gonna loop it.
Definitely. You definitely are. That's very true, Robert.
Brandon,
very easy to continue the issues.
Brandon said you get any kind of nose damage on the trucks, you're basically gonna hurt for engine power.
Oh yeah, and another thing is, like, these things are so
aerodynamic.
There's so much aerodynamics going on with these trucks and the drag and stuff like that. That little bit of nose damage in these trucks, man. We've seen it from running Road to Pro. If you get a little bit of nose damage, you lose so much speed.
So much, even in the draft.
Oh yeah, I mean, the draft it helps. It's like, you know, it is a helpful thing to have.
Yeah, but you're killing your tires at the same time, because your front end is you're not up to power, and you got damage, and then, you know, these. I feel these trucks tend to, you get behind somebody, you lose the nose of the truck. If we actually go inside and watch these drivers, Zach, it just like these trucks want to just slide. You know, the front end doesn't want to plant to the track, and that's what the main problem that these guys fight with. That's my opinion. So which tire do you think they're going to wear off first, the right front or the right rear?
Probably the right front, most likely. You know, another thing about these trucks too, it's very like there's a lot of front downforce in these trucks. So if you do get damaged, you know, it doesn't help. But when you're actually like riding behind another truck, especially road to pro, we've seen this a lot. If you're tight behind a truck and you get clean air, it usually turns pretty good. And if you're loose behind a truck and then you get clean air, you're really loose when you get the clean air because it pins that nose down. But we'll see what happens here as these guys get ready to go back green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
And there it is.
Out.
Look at Barney go.
We're gonna have to have a Barney's T-shirt made.
That's actually a great idea. That is, and you know, speaking of a T-shirt, as these guys go to battle, I'm gonna post in the chats here on both streams our merch store, so you can go get yourself some freaky fast merch.
Peppers, we would much appreciate it.
And just like iRacing, we got all types of variety. You know, iRacing's got all types of cars. Look at Ruben go to second there. Great move for him to get to the second. Past Kyle, squeezing that Hot Wheels 10 machine. But yeah, we got all types of variety, just like iRacing has all types of variety in tracks and cars. We got all types of variety of merchandise in the Freaky Fast store. So go to the link here I'm posting in the chats, and go check that out when you get a chance. And if you would like to get some, we would love it.
We would much appreciate the support. Walk around with a T-shirt would be awesome.
And let us know how the products are too. We know all about that.
I can't fix something I don't know. Even though I did buy a T-shirt, and I'm not just saying it because I want to sell T-shirts, but pretty good quality T-shirt, I must say.
Very, very nice. That's for sure, Robert. He's looking very nice. Lane Lacey says, "Who needs drafts? I'm willing to drive away."
Yeah, what's up with this? How did he get so far out?
He's pushing that thing right now, trying to get that gap built.
He's put down the fastest lap of a 30.66 right now, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, he's definitely on this run putting pretty quick times here as he took off. Running 30.9s. I expect the pack to come back up to him, as like I said, that draft. It's just so hard to drive away in this truck. You know, it's longer in the run. Yeah, I could see someone driving away, but early in this run like this, you're gonna have to have different tires or different, you know, completely different setup to be able to drive away. In my opinion, fixed setup racing, you don't have that.
Yeah, because speaking of that, Kyle, that last lap put down 30.9 to Landon's 31.0. So
yeah,
as you can see, yeah, he's already catching up to him. He got the sniff of the draft, and that's all he needs, and he's just gonna roll right up to him.
This is interesting how it could play out to you. I wonder if you want to check the data, see if any guys did come down for this last pit sequence there. That caution flag, because if they did, see 47 for Sean Donald, Joaquin Meza, 47 Tyler, 16, 15 Shane Ledoux, 47 Joey Doucette, PJ Allen, Shane Terry. So all these guys get down 47, and that is interesting because if they can make it to say 85, I believe they could possibly make his thing on just one more stop. So we'll have to see how that all plays out.
Yeah, if we stay green, that will all work out really great for him.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued by that. We'll have to see. I'll monitor those situations. But yeah, we're looking here now on the left rear of Kyle Speed's, looking back at that Hot Wheels machine. Phelps up in that third position with Paul Henley there in the 29. Not too far behind.
Does everybody like that camera angle? I played with that too.
I like that. It's a good one. And where Kyle's running, he's letting us get a good shot of Ruben. As Ruben's going to have a run here. I believe it's going to die out a little bit as the draft up in front of him helps. He's all over the back of Kyle. So he uses the front four really starting to pack up.
Oh, you can hear Kyle. He had to get out of the gas center off.
Yes, he's side by side with Landon Lacey actually ahead of him. He had to back out. Look at Ruben. He's on the run.
Wow.
Great racing from the guys up front here early in this run.
I wouldn't count the back of that pack out either. I think they can move themselves back maybe up in here.
Oh, for sure.
Back here with Brent, Jeffrey, John. I wouldn't count these guys out either.
That is a fact.
See what they're running here in the last laps compared to the leaders. The leaders are all running 31s all the way to 6th place, and then from 6th going back to 32, so they're a little bit slower, but not too bad, but not enough. If they keep running them kind of speeds, they're going to eventually slowly lose the front of the front pack.
Yeah, definitely could. As this front four kind of all single filed out right now, kind of pushing each other almost.
I think that's the best thing to do now. We're looking at a green flag run. I think that's let's just ride. Let's not push the issue. As we gotta look for 2nd place. Ruben says hello, Kyle. Well, we know Kyle was getting 2 laps ago. Center on off, he was getting out of the gas to keep the nose from pushing on him. So I think he's hurting there on tires right now, Zach.
Yeah, he actually got a little tight out too right there, and kind of had that, like you said, lift. So that let Ruben get that run. Now he's fighting hard back on this outside line. Let's see if he can pull. No, see that inside line off of 2. It's weird. You get up in that top lineup there, and if you just overdrive it one little bit, carry with a little bit too much speed, the outside line just plows, and you have to completely let down that gas. And Ruben Phelps get up to that 2nd spot and see if he can do something here with our leader, Landon Lacey. You gotta look for there for a second.
We're trending like we always do in the truck series. Long green flag runs. Man, Ruben has just been on a roll this past couple weeks.
Yeah, when a driver gets on a roll, Robert, it's a hard thing to stop.
He's trying to say his wheel is hot.
Hot Wheels.
I forget that song. It's a commercial. I just forget
It's
it.
a commercial. Yeah, I know. I don't either. That is. I should remember it, as you know, perfectly in line with my childhood, but I don't remember that one. But because he's side by side racing 35 and the 10, great stuff here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And right now, taking a look at it, trying to take a look at the playoffs. So what we got here as Chris Malcolm is the first driver out in that 41 machine with the 19 of Shane Tierney. Yes, also out DJ Allen and Shane Ledoux. Tyler in the 60 is right on the edge of that. Leaders up here going about to lap the 43 of Amy. So you can see nose damage.
What battle do we have for the playoffs for the last round? What driver right now is sitting there in the last round that's actually got to battle somebody?
Well, 12th and 13th right now. So Tyler in the 16th holding off Shane Ledoux right now. Shane Ledoux gets by Tyler, he's in. If Tyler stays in front of Shane, he's in.
Oh. I know that. Tyler did not get his damage fixed, so he's way off pace. It looks like
he's just trying to hold him off.
Yeah, and Shane Ledoux, he's off. He's got damage. I'm sure these both have a fast repair, and they'll take that on their next pit stop. But Tyler's probably running the crap out of that. Tim Hortons coffee. Trying to get some caffeine in there. It's like, me, come on, let's go.
He's definitely trying to hold off Shane there for that position. That's a crucial spot as we look back up front. Kyle Speeds did get back by Ruben Phelps for that second position.
Yeah,
see Kyle Speeds can go up here and get Landon.
He used the lap car to get on back again.
Oh, they lapped to 43. Now look at Ruben to the inside.
Whoa.
Very tight on entry. Ruben's going to clear him through the center and off.
Wow, that was close. As you hear the fans going, yay! They never shut up, do they?
No, they're a very enthusiastic crowd, that's for sure.
As you walk into Atlanta Motor Speedway, they give you 5 cans of Monster Energy.
You know, that's funny you say that, because they when Monster Energy was doing the races, when I went to the playoff race,
Oh yeah,
at Martinsville, they gave us like these like nice little you know, like almost like a terrible towel, but it's like a Monster Energy one, throw towel.
okay.
And they gave us all a free energy drink on the way in. So
Oh
yeah,
nice.
they wanted us all hyped up, and that was actually the race that was pretty crazy. That one was a crazy one, let me just say. That was the Denny Hamlin Chase Elliott Classic at Martinsville. Man, these front 4, front 3 are going at. Look at Ruben trying to look to the outside of 35. It's going to open the door. Up as the 35 pits. Oh man, that could have been bad. That lets Ruben get right to the lead. That checked up. Kyle Speedy's in the 36. Whew. If I was landing, I had a heart attack right there.
Yeah, now this is opening the doors though. I mean, these people, this crew pitted on lap 36, so this is their pit window. Would you imagine? Because why would you give up the lead? This has to open up your pit window, or pretty close to it.
Yeah, you're looking at still another 50 laps in this race, so I guess you're going to split it up from there, you know, into 25 lap runs, which there comes Paul down pit road in the 29. So Kyle Speeds, Ruben Phelps still out here running laps with Brent Hunsucker in third now in that Super Sheep.
My recommendation, Zach, would be I wouldn't stay out too much longer. Tire difference is huge here at Atlanta. Fresh tires against old tires, you're going to lose way too much ground. Staying out like you are right now, you think in your head when you're racing, you're like, oh, I got the lead, I'm going to stay out and hopefully a yellow comes out. But if that yellow don't come out and you catch them cars, you know, from just pitting, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, it definitely will. And Kyle Speeds is coming down pit road now.
I do it all the time, and I catch myself going, well, I'll stay out another 2 laps, and them extra 2 laps that I run, well, it comes back and bites me. As here we go.
That it can. Here comes. It's in. Phelps.
Hit the brakes.
Down pit road.
Looks like he entered pretty good. Yeah.
I believe Jeff Vickery now coming also. Sean Donald will take over the lead with Robert Babcock.
Right, and them guys there, they put it on lap 47. Except for Robert.
That's the thing.
And you were just talking about that earlier there, Zach. So, now what?
Yeah, this is it's interesting to see if anybody will try to stretch it to at least 85. That would mean you have to go 35 laps. Oh man, Sean Donald.
Hot.
What a save.
Wow. I don't know if he's going to get black flag for that, because you can enter pit road like that, but that was all about the speed.
Yeah.
He slowed down enough before he hit that cone or commitment line.
It's very possible that he didn't, but it's also very possible he did. Just got a little, little sideways as these tires are getting old.
I am shocked that he's pitting now, though.
Yeah, but they must not be able to make it as far as I think. That's the only thing I can think. As Shane LeDoux continues to stay out with the thing is, Robert Babcock, he pitted on 30s with the original one, right?
No, he pitted on lap 43.
43. Okay, and he's coming down here on lap 77. So yeah, that still isn't enough to go to 85. If yeah, it's just unfortunately not enough. Shane LeDoux continues to stay out though. And same with Joey Doucette.
Well, these guys here are pitting on lap 47. There's no way they can make 80 up to 85 laps. I just don't think they can do it. You're looking at about 30 laps. Oh, maybe. I guess 60%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, they could make it. If they can make it to lap 87, would be great.
I would say they're pretty good if they can make it there. I would believe so. We'll see how far they can keep going. As Shane LeDoux does come.
I was gonna say Shane just came in there. Zach Mack. Zach Whopper.
He went out in the grass and mowed the grass for a little bit.
Big Mac Zach Mack.
I'm gonna mute my mic and go hide.
Why he eats his Whopper. Now look at the difference.
That'd be good right now.
Oh, well, what? Yeah.
Joey Doucette coming down.
I had cream chip beef tonight. On toast.
As 41 to go when he bits here. I don't see him making it that far. So interesting strategies here being played out. As we go back through our field, Landon Lacey should be our leader now after he has already passed Joey Doucette in pit road. And you're going to see the 35 have a pretty good gap back to Paul Henley, a pretty good gap to Ruben Phelps. And the big thing is, I'm looking at Kyle Spees. He must have had some type of issue, Robert, on pit road.
No, he didn't take tires. He had a 9-second pit stop. He saved an extra set, or he has a set left. So I wonder if everybody put their last set of tires on. So if the yellow comes out, he's going to be looking gold as long as he can stay on the lead lap. Because right now he's just getting freight trained with new tires to old tires. His lap times right now, Zach, is a 32.8 to everybody's 31.5. So he's a second off on tires.
Yeah, and if I was him, if he's got 2 sets left, like I believe he would have,
yep.
If he's got 2 sets left, he needs to pit as soon as he's in the fuel window to get that one set there on, because he's losing so much time, like you said.
Can he stay on the lead lap though?
That's the thing. He's over 16 seconds back from the leader. A 32-second lap. Yeah, I think he can stay on the lead lap personally. That's going to be the key for him, and then he's going to have to catch a timely caution. If he catches a caution after the other guys make their final pit stop of the race, he wins this race. I mean,
well, everybody else that just pitted now, do they still have a set of tires left, or did they use the last set? So they still have one set. So he has 2 to 1. Everybody comes in, he gets a set, they get a set. They're out of the tire. He would need another yellow. So he's banking.
He would need another yellow. Yeah, he's banking. Well, he's hoping that he can go to the point where everybody else pits, run some laps on the new tires where he pits also, and then they get a quick yellow with 15-10 to go. Wow. If that happens, he's banking on a lot. But if that happens, it's a good call in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because we're looking at new tires to old tires. We're looking at, like I said, a second to a second and a half difference on time. That's huge.
Yep.
I mean, now he's falling back to 9th. He's going to fall back to 10th. Even a damaged truck's blowing by him. And there's somebody else. Jeffrey just blew by him. Now he's got to worry about DJ Allen.
He's taking a little bit of a risk, too.
19 seconds behind. I mean, he's falling. Oh, my God. Kyle, what are you doing? He's going to give us a heart attack. I watched your stream on Twitch last night, and I watched you talking to your girl or wife, and you're like, man, I messed up pit road, and you luckily made the playoffs. But he was so mad when he slid through pit road.
It's easy to do. I can tell you that from experience. And It's very, very frustrating when you make that little mistake like that to ruin your race. And right now, looking at the only thing I'm worried about for him is, so say something does go wrong again, he's got such a big gap to make up. It's going to put him even a deeper hole. Is right now we're looking at Chris Malcolm going home for playoff, Shane Tierney in 19, Shane Ledoux, and DJ Allen. And DJ Allen is in 11th or 12th, while Kyle Spees is in 11th. Now, DJ Allen is a good bit behind, over really half the track behind Kyle Speed. So Kyle does have a good bit of gap, but he is right on the bubble of not making it into the playoffs.
He did this last night, man. Oh, and there's that yellow. There's a yellow there. Is it? Shane Ledoux saves it. Oh, that was almost yellow in front of the leaders. He hit the wall, Zach. He kept it straight, though. That was close.
That it was, Robert. Very, very close.
We got Megan Spears out there. I'm not sure if that's the mom, wife, or whoever that is. I do apologize. But rooting on Kyle.
Yep, Mr. Speeds out there. Kyle Speeds out there trying to make his way into the next round and maybe score a win here tonight. He's going to need some good luck for that fortune to turn around, but you never know. Never know. Like last night, I will never put it past a comeback from anybody. It was looking really bad for Kyle Speeds and Ken Zeems last night, and they both came back from their issues, so it can happen.
After what I seen last night, yeah, I don't put anything past now.
Yeah. As
we got Shane, after hitting the wall, he's looking to pass that leader again, trying to get one of his laps back. I do believe, yes, he is a lap down. Is he a lap down? No, he's not. No, he's on tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah, and it's not helping leader Landon Lacey much. He needs that 15 to go on and get by if he's going to go by with the fresher tires, because Ruben Phelps is running him down with fresher tires, and yeah, it's getting crushed on. And when you have a lap car like this behind you on fresher tires, I know Shane probably saying I don't want to get in the way of the leader, but personally it messes the leader up. When you got a car here on fresher tires that is quicker right here, it's just like you gotta go, but I can't slow down and let you go either. So you need to, you gotta go.
Well, and also with Shane, he's fighting for a playoff spot yet.
Oh, yes, very much so.
He's got to go. You just don't sit back. Now he is in the lucky dog position, so right now we're looking at, as you said, Ruben. He is coming. He is a lot faster right now. But if I was Shane, I would just use the draft and try to save as much fuel as I can, and just run it. And don't push the issue. Is what
definitely,
I would do.
Yeah. Right now, what we're seeing is Kyle Speeds did just make his pit. Like I said, right as soon as you get in that fuel window, you pit, get them 4 tires of fresh fuel, because you're just losing continuous ground. And now he's hoping it runs through a green flag cycle, and then he gets a caution.
What lap are we looking at here on pit stops?
I'd say anywhere from 95 on. You're going to see guys coming down. Right now they can make it, so if they pit now they can make it, but I think we're going to go a few more laps just to use a little bit of them tires, as Ruben Phelps is now under a second and a half back from Landon Lacey.
Do you gamble and stay out, even though we got Ruben? He is coming. If you were the leader and you hit your fuel window, Zach, but you can make it on fuel, do you stay out and gamble that there's no yellow, or do you come in and take your tires and fuel?
Well, if you can make it on fuel, you're definitely staying out, but none of these guys can, unfortunately, other than Kyle Speeds, who's already pitted. The rest of these guys will not be able to make it on fuel. You see the 35 and the 15 still right on top of each other, and that is really helping Ruben. Ruben is licking his chops, as I would like to say here. He is saying, yes, I like what I see, I'm just going to continue to run you guys down, and he does. It's about almost down to a full second here now.
Hey, you can see him up front. He's under a second. Well, no, he's about a second, almost under a second now, like you said there, Zach. And his lap times ain't that much faster than. Whoa, leader's pit. Now, yep. You just said, why would you pit if you can make it on? Wait, you can't make. Never mind. Forget it.
95 though, pit here. 95, like I was figuring. Then I gives him 25 to go. Perfect time here to pit. Also, now the thing is, if I'm Ruben, I run longer because this is the last set of tires these guys are going to be able to take. These guys will not be able to take another set. So the fact is that if he runs longer here, if they get a caution at any point, then he has fresher tires.
Right. And he's 3 seconds ahead of Paul, so 7 seconds ahead of Brent. So you really don't have nothing much to worry about as battle-wise. So yeah, I mean, he's just, again,
caution is out.
Oh my!
And Landon Lacey is going to get bitten by that. He is going to get bit by that too, man. And Kyle Spees also will not get the lucky end of that stick to go.
Looks like. Who is yellow for?
Preston Michael.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Is that who it was?
No, he didn't wreck. He came down the road.
I don't know. I wasn't even.
I'll try to.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, the 15.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Do.
Give me 1 second. Let me slow this down and find his name for everybody. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go back up to normal speed here. I don't think I went too far back. I think he lost it coming out of 4.
No, he didn't.
No?
No. I think it was ahead of them. I believe it was the 9.
The 9?
Robert Babcock. That it was. Yeah, Robert Babcock. Off of 2.
Okay. Well, we'll let this roll through. I'm not sure if I went too far back or not. It's looking good going through 1 and 2 here. Yeah, I might have went too far back. Oh, he's blinking now. I can't find it.
Yeah, I think he went a little too far back. But, yeah, he pretty much bounced off the wall, come off the 2 and spun. Did about a 720 on the back straightaway.
Okay. Now this is interesting.
Yeah, it really is. So now the thing is the wave around is going to have to play through here now with these guys, and you're going to see Landon Lacey, Kyle Spees, Preston Michael all take the wave here, I believe.
Now, if I was Kyle, I would. Is he gonna? Is he on the tail end? Yeah.
He is. He's gonna have to. He will not be able to pit here though.
Right. So, like
he needs
you
to catch
said,
another caution.
Right, but I wouldn't want the caution right away because these guys wouldn't have enough laps on their tires. I would want it in next 10 laps.
Yep.
And then come in and pit and get your tires, and then have a 10-lap shootout to the end. Would be, 10, 11 laps.
That'd be ideal.
Right. Same for Tyler. I mean, you can't take him out of it too. He's
Does,
almost
but does
basically on the same strategy. I mean, he pitted on lap 95. Now, I don't know if he has another set of tires.
I was about to say, does he have another set though? That's the key.
I don't know, but still, it's putting him in a pretty good ballpark of the playground of, you know.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. Because everybody else put it on lap 98, so that wouldn't work. Well, crap.
Ruben Phelps liked that caution though. He's got track position now, and the guys he was racing do not.
Well, Jeffrey only had a 9-second pit stop. So did
That
he?
sounds like no tires.
Yeah. Did he stay? Did he go and get fuel and just no tires? To save a set just in case, just like Kyle.
It's possible. It's also possible he might have used the extra set. So that's nothing.
God, iRacing, will you please give us that data?
Yeah, if we had a tire counter, that would be very nice to see how many sets each guy had left. But we're all just kind of, you gotta kind of monitor every driver, and it's hard to do that.
Oh, look. Finally got Bill out there from Newcastle. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you there, buddy. Missed you the past couple days.
Oh.
All right. Well, here we go. 20 laps to go. Oh, boy. This is my Oreo cookie, and don't touch it. Get your own.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Here we go. 20 laps to go. Round 2 of Atlanta Motor Speedway with NASCAR Outlaw League. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to get crazy. It's already got crazy.
Yeah, Phelps there pulling away a little bit with Paul Henley there behind him, but behind there, Jeff Vickery, that 21. Yeah, definitely you can tell he doesn't have the tires like these other guys had. So we're gonna see here him looking at this. Yep, the 3 and 4 losing positions.
Need to run 10 laps. And then a yellow, and Kyle would be jumping up and down saying, yay. Look at Landon.
Yeah, I was about to say, look at Landon driving to the field.
Yeah,
he's going to put 3
go,
wide in his, it's going to hit Joaquin Meza.
Does that bring out the yellow, though?
That will bring out the yellow, I most likely think.
No, we are still under green. We are still under, oh my gosh.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, and there it is, and I don't know if that was enough for Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think that was enough for laps, Zach.
It's something, but it's not. It's not ideal.
Yeah, not enough. Not even close.
If I can look at it.
Let's see what happened here with the LA Rams. See if he made a field goal or not.
I think he got punted.
Punted again? He got punted earlier.
Or I think he got a holding penalty.
Oh, holding. We'll see here. Watch the 35. I'm not sure. I think he was going to try to make it 3 wide, but the 21 almost got up into the wall, and the 35 reacted to the 21, thought he was going to come back down, and unfortunately, Joaquin was right there, and he is on circumstances at the wrong place at the wrong time. And
and that's playoff implications too.
Yeah, and he was running clean all race too, staying out of trouble. Wow. 21's getting tires. Kyle.
He stayed out.
What? And what?
He might have used a set earlier in the race. That's another thing. So he might have actually used his last set. We don't know this. You know, this is all speculation.
Well, shit. I hate being so far off.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that we don't know those situations. It's kind of guessing game. But yeah, I mean maybe earlier in the race he took tires. I can go back and look. Let me see if I can find that actually.
Oh.
Not on that pit stop. Let's see here. Took 136, of course, that was his first set. Stayed out in the net. Yeah, I would think he's still got a set left, Robert. Yeah, I don't see where he used 3 sets of tires.
I wonder if he's banking on another, pull up his stream.
He's banking on another yellow, hopefully, probably. Like you said, it's not enough laps to really even matter.
That's what I was saying. What, 5? What was it? 20? It was about 5 laps.
I mean, personally, if they get a few more laps on these tires, he's only going to need like 3 or 4 laps to get to the lead.
Right.
Because these tires, I mean, just looking at the lap times, we'll look at Landon Lacey. He ran at the beginning of this race, he ran a 30.65 on his second lap. 10 laps into the run, he was already running 32.1. So you're looking at over a second and a half fall off in 10 laps. I mean, that is dramatically, it drops off pretty considerably quick. I mean, if he's a second and a half a lap faster, then he should be able to drive through the field pretty easily. We'll just have to see if he gets another caution. And I tell you what they always say, cautions breed cautions, especially at the end of these races.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
He might be sitting in a perfect position, and if you get a few green-white checkers, it just keeps playing right into your hands. So
yeah,
we'll have to see.
After what we seen last night. Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah. Joaquin could come back and win this race.
Very, very true. And right now,
he's gonna go for the Hail Mary.
Looking at the playoffs. Chris Malcolm is your first driver out. Shane Tierney, 19, Pro Truck, is the second driver out. Shane Ledoux and Joaquin Meza. So Joaquin is now on the bubble of getting knocked out. He needs to get ahead of the 16 of Tyler for a 36 of Kyle Speeds.
Oh boy.
Unfortunate for 42 is, like you say, he really ran a really clean race. Just getting caught up in that.
Well, we're gonna find out. Everybody tune in.
That's
if you're
for
enjoying
sure.
this stream, don't forget to hit that like and share button on Facebook and YouTube. We do much appreciate it. Yeehaw, here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag is out as Ruben and Paul are going to lead them down into turn 1 with 13 laps to go. Playoffs are on the line for these drivers. Hang on, who's going to make it and who's not?
Look at Landon Lacey making it 3 wide here early on the restart. Trying to slice his way up through the field. He's already up to that 4th position now, behind John Gallagher. So a shout to Brent there. He's up to 2nd now too in that 2 machine. So John Gallagher will go to the inside.
Got my eye on Joaquin though right here. I mean, right there's Kyle. Right there.
And Preston Michael. Yeah, and Preston Michael also put up truck right over. I believe he's already got past the 16 if I'm correct.
Well, he went in and got his fast repair. I do know that. That's Joaquin. He's got 11 laps to go, man.
Well, on the front 4 going at it. Landon Lacey going to the inside. With John Gallagher now for 2nd.
Landon was running the Kevin Harvick line. You can see the right tires on that yellow line.
Yes, he was. You got John Gallagher getting that little bit of tow by Ruben down the back straightaway. That lets him clear Landon. Landon's coming right back at him. He cuts the nose off of Landon in the 35. These guys are going at it here, Robert.
Hang on, baby. 10 laps to go. We Yikes.
Yeah, 50's doing everything he can to hold on to that second position right now. That 35 all over the back of him.
50's trying to not worry about holding on second either, though. He was trying to take the lead, but he got shuffled up on the outside. That's not going to work. Can he keep the momentum up, though? And no, it looks like Landon's going to clear, and that's going to open up the door for Brent. Oh, man, here comes the 3. Here comes the 11. Oh, boy.
35, Elena Lacey, worried to get the back bumper of the 10 of Phelps. And Brent Hunsucker there on the inside of John Gallagher battling for third. It's all over right now. You got Joey Doucette, there's early spin earlier coming through the field. Can Ruben hold on? It's going to be tough with this draft. Less than 35 staying right there in his tracks, and 35 is doing a good job of hitting his marks, and so is Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben's a very, very clean driver. Both of these actually are very, very clean drivers. They don't mess up. They remind me of a Larry. They hit their marks every time, smooth at it. I mean, look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at this.
It is. 35 looking to set up. I think he's looking inside here. Yes, he is. There he dies to the inside. That was the 10. Let's see if the 10 can hold him off of 4. I think he will. Good run off of 4 for the 10 of Ruben Phelps. He's going to clear that 35. And man, oh man, he's got 6 to go. Can he hold on to this thing?
I think he can. I don't think he's getting a great run on the top side. He's keeping the RPMs up and he's keeping the momentum going.
Yeah, he's taking a really wide arc in. It's helping get him a really good exit. And Lane Lacey actually gets a little tight on before there. It's going to give him another little bit of a gap. That draft though, yeah, very, very strong as you see that 35 continue to pull up to the back bumper of the 10.
The draft is good, but it looks like the draft is making that 35 just a little bit tight.
That's for sure.
If you look, you can see it. He's just a little bit tight there, Zach, in that air, and it's upsetting the truck.
Wow, and back in the 5th, the 6th position. They're battling right there too with Joe Doucette and then Tyler in the 16, the 29 of Paul, the 11 of Sean Donald, the 21 of Jeff Vickery. They're all on top of each other there for 5th on back. This could have playoff implications if anything happens here. If Paul goes inside the 29, the big run 3 wide down the back straightaway, they're wrecking.
Oh,
they're wrecking big time.
Huge
that is
wreck.
a wreck.
Huge wreck.
And Joaquin Meza again involved, the 11, the 16.
Wow.
Caution not out yet. I believe we'll see it. Yeah, there it is.
Eventually it was going to get thrown. Wow. Let's see exactly what happens here, Zach, on the replay, because this changes everything. Tyler was involved. Joaquin, Shane. The 11's up into the wall, and 16 got up into the wall. Oh, and they just stuck like glue. And that was it. They come straight across the track in front of the traffic, and there ain't nowhere no one can go. An hard hit for Shane Ledoux.
Yeah, and that's 3 playoff drivers too, Robert. 15, 42, and 16.
Oh, no.
And smoke coming from the 15. Also for the 16 too. So those 2 may be done.
Well, Kyle. If he had tires, This would be the time to do
This
it.
is the time to pit. Yeah.
If he had him. And I don't think he does. We'll find out. See if he comes down this time. As he comes down, he's not really... You got everybody else pitting coming out. They're going to have... If they have a fast repair left, at least they could use that. Tire-wise, no. Well. Did the pot just turn?
Yeah, that's for sure. And really, if Kyle Speeds does have a set of tires, he's coming down pit road. He does, so. And he's not going to lose that many positions, only 3 positions, so this is well worth it.
Huh. He
And
played that strategy right,
checkers,
didn't he?
You never know. Yeah, he's you're going to see a 36 on a mission.
We're going to ride with the 36. He's going to go blowing through the field, or he's going to try to blow through the field. The problem is where's he going to come out? 10th?
I believe so.
11th, 10th, somewhere around there?
11th.
So can he get around 11 cars in 3 laps? Well, I don't know.
The only thing I'll say to that is I've seen it happen. Larry Eagling restart WSSR in 27th position and be in the lead in 4 laps. And that's, 26 cars compared to 10 cars ahead of the 36 here. And if he the thing is, he's going to have to go whether or not. He's not going to be able to run the conventional line to get around these guys. He just needs personally go right up to the top of the wall and just don't lift. So this is going to be epic. I'm excited to see how this plays out. And the thing is, if the 10 and the 35, the 2, the 50, all these guys get racing for the win, it's going to slow them down even more.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think you can... I don't know.
It's going to be tough. I don't think he'll get there, but I'm not saying he won't either.
He's going to have almost a second to second and a half faster truck than anybody else out there.
Oh, yeah. And if you get multiple green line checkers here, and he can get a few positions each time.
They only have 1.
They only have 1. No, they got 3.
Is there 3 here?
Yeah, 1 of 3. Yep.
So 1 in ARCA, 3 in trucks, and 3 in Cup?
There was 3 last night, too.
Oh, was there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't pay attention to green whites.
Yeah, they got 3 attempts here. So like I said, if he can get a few positions each time, if there is a few, then it's in a really good shape there too. So we'll have to see. Because pace car lights are off. I'm my stomach's hurt.
I know my stomach's hurting for Kyle right now. Great strategy call. I just think it might be just a tick too late, but there goes that pace car. Here we go.
Green flag.
See what he can do. He's got to take it easy. He's got to wait for that start-finish line to do his moves. All right, you're clear now, buddy. You just go. Boogity, 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 man.
Right along with him for his battle, and I'll tell you what's going on up front. Side by side for the lead.
Oh my goodness, and he goes to the top side, Zach. He's going to come through 3 and 4 with such a head of steam. Look at this. Look at this. The truck is sticking right where he needs it. Look at this. Getting a great run. He's throttle playing. Oh my goodness. He's driving it smart. Final lap. You got to go. Kyle, you got to go, buddy. Don't lift. Don't lift. Don't lift. He's not lifting. He's not lifting, Zach. Oh my goodness. Look at the run he's getting. He has to lift. Paul pulled up to block him a little bit.
Let's see who goes side by side for the lead. The 10 and the 35 are going to come out 4. The 36 is coming.
Oh my God!
Oh no, he's going to get turned.
No! No! He saves it though.
Second, John Gallagher third. 36 crosses the line spinning.
Oh! That was worth everything. That was worth all of it. That was. Oh my God!
He needed one more lap. One more lap, he would have won the race. He had to force it there in that hole and just not enough time. But wow, Landon Lacey is your winner. Ruben Phelps.
You want to talk about full send?
Wow. What a finish to the race, guys.
Week in and week out, these guys just, oh my goodness. We never know what's going to happen. Oh my God. Crazy. That was crazy. I'm losing my voice. All right.
That was intense.
Well, let's see if we can get our top 3 here, post-race interview here with Ruben, John, and Landon here in the 35. And we will be right back as we get everybody ready.
All right, everybody. We are back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway at the NASCAR Outlaw League with the Truck Series here at Atlanta. Man, what a finish we just seen with John Gallagher coming home third, Ruben Phelps coming home in second, and Landon Lacey bringing home the win. And we got all 3 of them gentlemen ready for an interview, and we're going to talk here with our third place man, John Gallagher. Hey, John, it's Zach of the Movement. You got a copy?
I'm here.
Oh, hey, man, how's it going tonight? You did a great job to get up to that third position after starting second. How was the race overall here for you tonight, Atlanta?
The race was pretty good. I got a little contact about halfway through, getting a little damage. I kind of waited till I used my fast repair to the last part of the race and tried to save the tires. There was a battle in the last 2 laps there. The number 2 car was giving me some challenge, but I kind of took up most of the track to keep you behind me. So it was a dang good race.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it definitely was great to watch from the booth up here. I'm sure it was fun in the driver's seat. You came in here tonight as one of the playoff guys, and it's good to say you are going on to the next round. So how you feel about that?
I'm very happy about that. It was something I was looking forward to. I want to stay up there, and hopefully I'll get up there and maybe win the champion. We'll see what happens.
Awesome, John. Well, you definitely got a shot at it, man, and you're still in the thing, so that's great to see. And on to next week for you. But again, congratulations for third. Anybody want to send a shout out to you for tonight's service?
Just my sponsor, Moros Motorsports. They did me pretty good, so thank you to them.
Awesome, John. Well, you have a great night, man, and we'll catch you next week.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was John Gallagher, our third place finisher for the night, one of the playoff contenders. Going on to the next round, we've got another playoff fella here next, Ruben Phelps. We will get talking with him after his second place finish, just coming up a little bit short here tonight at 11. Hey, Ruben, is second to man. You got a copy?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing good, Ruben, man. Well, just come up a little bit short here tonight, man. I imagine you probably didn't want to see that last caution as it got all re-racked. If you didn't have that last caution there, do you feel like you could have held off Landon?
I think I definitely had enough near the end there, but as soon as that last caution came out, I was like, oh no. So, because as soon as he got a run on me, I pretty much knew I was already lost. But then, when I knew who I was battling, I really just wanted to make sure that if Landon didn't have a run, let him go because so make sure I get to that next round of the playoffs there.
Yeah, definitely. As you bring that up, yeah, great race for you tonight, getting yourself through to the next round. So how you feeling about going into the next round, a round of 8 here?
Well, for the next race, I haven't done too many laps around Bristol, so as a track having a most little bit of a panic about is Bristol to get to that next stage, but I've just raced, do my laps, and I see where I get next week. But for this week, I had to start last for a penalty from last week, so I nearly did the last to first battle today, but I had a good result regardless.
Definitely did, Ruben, man. You were up there all night. Like you said, you had a battle back from last place, and you definitely did that. You battled all the way up to the front and made it a battle all the way down to the very last lap. So congrats on that second place finish here tonight, man. And you go, like you said, going to the next round of playoffs. You got Bristol next week, a tough track. But I'm sure, man, after tonight, fortitude you showed tonight, battling from last to second place, I'm sure you got it in your cards to get to that round of 4, hopefully, for the next week. But yeah, man, great race here tonight for you. Anybody want to send a shout out to before we let you go?
Well, for one, I've got to say hi to Mum because I usually do. So hi, Mum, because she'll be watching. And go say shout out to ASRX from Arca Sim Racing is what I've usually came from before then. And basically shout out to Gallagher because we raced each other over there and he helped me out with that end there because he was going to push me but decided not to because otherwise he might have spun me by accident, but we worked together most times.
Awesome, Ruben. Well, congrats on the second place finish here tonight, man, and we will catch you next week.
See you later.
All right, that was our second place finisher, Ruben. The awesome New Zealand accent there. I love it, as always. And Robert is going to get his legs at work, and he's getting down to victory lane. He's going to get a talk in here with Landon Lacey in the 35.
Yes, sir. Pretty good. And actually, I don't move on to the next round. I got eliminated last week. No, that's fine. I was running a little late last week. Got off work, too much traffic to get home. So wasn't able to make it last week. But it's nice to come back this week and bounce back and come home with a win. Well, first of all, I'll give Ruben credit because if the caution wouldn't have came out, I'd have never beat him. I'd basically worn the tires down on my truck, but having that restart and being able to be on the outside, I was able to hold him down just enough to where I could get the runs off the corners and make him tight on the inside. That's basically what it came down to off of turn 4 there. Everybody had gotten so strung out on that run. I'd short pitted the pit stop before as well. I was just trying, my strategy was to make it to 25 to go in pit. And I got to 95 coming to 96. So I was like, okay, it'll be 25 to go by the time I come off pit road. Like I said, everybody was strung out. I wasn't expecting a caution. I was expecting us to go green the rest of the way. But got caught with my pants down, so to say. But no, just thankfully, coming off pit road, the caution came out, so I really didn't use up my tires at all, and just had to methodically work my way back through the field without really, wearing the tires out too much. Yeah. The funny thing is Kyle pitting was my call because we were all in the same Discord channel, and I said, Kyle, you need to take your tires. You're gonna be, because I know after I pitted earlier, I was running like 30-second lap times. And the lap right before that caution came out, I ran a 31.8, which is almost 2 seconds slower, 2 seconds of fall off. So I told Kyle, I said, Kyle, you need to take tires because you're going to be 2 seconds faster than this. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to win this race. I don't know if he had an issue on the restart and wasn't able to gain enough positions on the first lap. But I don't think he would have quite, if he wouldn't got spun off before, I think he would have finished maybe ahead of John Gallagher, maybe not. Third or fourth is where I think from watching the replay, I think that's where he would have finished. But I didn't see a bad reason for him not to take those tires. Yeah, he didn't listen to me either. I told him, because I went back after I crossed the finish line. I was watching the broadcast and watching y'all right on board with him as he was coming through 3 and 4 there. And I told him, I said, right next to the wall through the corners, because nobody's going to run there because everybody's going to be too busy trying to pinch each other down, for position. And he was riding right behind everybody else, and I'm like, he would have gained so many more spots. He just would have rode a little bit higher up there in that third lane. Yeah. You can, with 2 laps, you can hold it wide open the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Bristol's going to be, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be one heck of a show. Short tracks tend to, fall a little bit more into my driving style. But you never know. You could get caught up in a lap 1 incident just because, you mess up in qualifying, because Bristol's a really hard track to qualify at. Because the walls off 2 and off 4 come up quick. So, you could have a lap 1 incident that ruins your whole race and you can't recover from it. So, basically for me, like Bristol and Martinsville I compare them to Daytona and Talladega because you never know what's going to happen. But other than that, I'm just, like you said, I'm not in the playoffs anymore. So I'm just here to show up and win races. Sadly I won't be, but that's fine. I got me a win for the week. I can go last until next week before I need another one. But no, thank you to Overtake Motorsports. Thank you to the, Chris Woodard and all the admins here at eNASCAR Outlaw Series for putting on what they do. Of course, always thank you to Freaky Fast for what you guys do. You guys do a great job every week. I go back and watch every stream now. And other than that, thank you to everybody that's got me here to this point. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that was your first place finisher tonight, Landon Lacey. Great interview, Robert.
All right. We will get the unofficial results up here tonight. Real quick here, ladies and gentlemen, as Landon Lacey's going to bring it home here over Ruben and Zach Hall as I get everything finishing up here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. If you don't mind, on YouTube side, don't forget to hit that share to your favorite platform, social media side of things. And you also don't forget to hit that like button, and we do much appreciate it. And if it's your first time on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. If you're on the Facebook side of things, basically the same format. Don't forget to hit that share button. Share it with your friends and family, neighbors, anybody you want. Hit that like, hit a reaction, and show them what you do or what your family member does. But all right, Zach, well, the floor is yours. Run through the final results.
All right, our race results for tonight here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Round 2 of the playoffs for the NASCAR Outlaw League in their truck series. Landon Lacey is going to bring home that victory with Ruben Phelps in second. Third is John Gallagher. Fourth is Jeffrey Vickery. Fifth is Joey Doucette. Sixth is DJ Allen. Seventh is Preston Michael. Eighth is Paul Henley. Ninth is Shane Tyrion. 10th is Kyle Spees. 11th is Brett Hunsucker. 12th is Chris Malcolm. 11th is Tyler Gatka. 14th is Sean Donald. 15th is Shane Ledoux. 16th, Joaquin Meza. 17th, Robert Babcock. And 18th, round out your field is Amy Catalano.
All right, that's your unofficial results. And before I sign off here tonight, we'd sign off here tonight at Freaky Fast. I just seen a post here. The truck playoffs of the top 8 looks like Ruben's going to make it in. John, DJ Allen, Preston, Paul Henley's going to make it. Shane's going to make it. Kyle Spears is going to make it. Brent's going to go into it. And then DJ says salute to all the rest of them who died. So salute to them. But all right, well, we'd like to say thank you again to everybody for tuning in here at Freaky Fast, and we do much appreciate it. But until tomorrow night, 7:50, as we have round 2 here at Atlanta in the Cup Series with the NASCAR League, we will catch you then. So until then, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, everybody.